Hi, this is Pete. Thanks for coming by and checking out my YouTube. Pete Snakebite Kid. If you've been here before, you know it's about Cobras, Cobras, Cobras. Mostly my Hurricane Motorsports Cobra. But we usually have a backdrop a little different than that. You're probably asking yourself, what are you doing out in the middle of the desert? Well, Hurricane Motorsports has found a new home. I think it's a permanent home. What I'm going to do is we're going to go find that place, give you a tour. I'm also going to give you a little bit of a history of how Hurricane Motorsports got to where it is today. Anyway, come along with me. Let's check it out. So here's a fast forward version of the history. Somebody had the Hurricane name the car from 2005 to 2008, somewhere around there. They made about 100 cars. We'll call the Gen 2 car is when it was in Iowa. That's when I bought my car. They had it from 2010 to 2022 or 3. I forget now when they sold it. Somebody had it for a short while, really didn't do much. But now it's been purchased by, we'll call the parent company, All American Billet. And they're a group of companies that do a lot of car stuff, a lot of hot rod stuff. It really is an impressive group of companies that they own. I'll introduce you to Shane in a minute, but here's the first one we'll talk about. This is All American Billet. They make all the cool billet stuff, pulley systems, hinges, things like that. Next on the agenda is All American Chassis, and they make chassis for Ford trucks, Chevy trucks, some four-wheel drive stuff, and some car stuff. I got to see these things up close. They are very well made. They're going to be a good chassis builder for Cobras. Next up is their Wham bumpers. They are off-road bumpers for pickup trucks, off-road trucks, things like that. Next, we've got Autotronics, where they make a lot of goodies for cruisers and Harleys and Indians, those kind of things, billet, foot pegs, and other goodies like that. The next one we'll talk about this is it's a Loomworks. Looks like on this one they're making some stuff for sport bikes. They have touch-up paint, crash bars, engine savers, and things like that. Then we've got Headwinds, and they make stuff specific for hot rods and motorcycles for modern lighting, LED flashers for LED systems, and those kind of gadgets. They also have All American Hot Rod. This is a legit, we build whatever you can afford, cool hot rod shop. So here's a quick spin around in one of their work areas where they're working on a few trucks. A lot of the stuff they do are trucks. They do some car stuff too. But as you can see, these guys know what they're doing. Hurricane is in good hands. In fact, why don't we meet Shane and ask him what led him to buy Hurricane Motorsports? All right, so for some reason you decided to buy a Cobra kit car company. Tell us about what you already have here and why you decided to buy Hurricane.
Hey everybody, my name is Shane Williams. We are the new owner, my family, of Hurricane Motorsports. Don't really know why yet, still trying to figure things out, but we've been making aftermarket hot rod parts for well over 10-12 years. We've had a hot rod shop, a chassis shop, so it kind of made sense to bring in the Cobra replica manufacturing. We're branching out into some Porsche Speedster replicas and some similar cars to increase the brand, but we're going to see if we can make a go of it, and I think we've got the tools, equipment, and the personnel to make it happen.
One of the other things that Shane mentioned was them branching out and doing Porsche replicas. I've always had a soft spot for these. I got to say, it's interesting that he's doing these. I really hope my wife doesn't see this video. I would like to build one of these someday. But seriously, looking at these up close, you can kind of see from here the gaps in the door and trunk and hood and stuff are very nice. These are very nicely built shells for these replicas that he's going to do. And they'll do them kit or partially assembled or turnkey. They're going to be able to do these. So along with all the other stuff Shane got with the purchase of Hurricane Motorsports, there is a completed frame there, And there's a completed car that we'll look at in a minute. One of the things I talked to him about at length was the chassis and kind of some of the work that I thought it needed in comparison to my car. Here's the frame jig they got. Looked like it's been some time outside. He says they're going to get this thing cleaned up and painted and straighten out whatever needs to be straightened out. When Shane was contemplating this purchase of Hurricane Motorsports, he stumbled onto Pete Snakebite Kid and watched some of those and was able to get a hold of me through that. And when we were there and some time before, we had talked a lot about the build and the kit and kind of what I thought about it. And I think I was pretty frank on my YouTubes about some things that could be better. I think I could say with all confidence, they're going to fix all that stuff. And walking around the frame, looking at the stuff in his shop, it was pretty neat to see that Hurricane Motorsports is in good hands. It is going to be a higher quality build. I believe it's going to have better fit and finish. And my car's not bad. These kits from before were not bad. They're just going to be better. I really think that this is going to take Hurricane Motorsports and put it in the very top tier of Cobra replicas. It was already a very accurate looking and a pretty well built kit. You guys, if you're signing up for a Hurricane, I think you're going to get a great car. So there you have it, the new home of Hurricane Motorsports. I think it found a good home. I hope you guys like this video. Thanks for watching. Next time you get out to the desert, take a look around. It is a beautiful place.